You were the firstborn, middle child, or the baby. Each of you thinks, well, I had it the toughest, right?
Well, that's what everybody thinks.
Yeah, they
whatever
think
their
that
birth order. UAB psychologist Dr. Josh Claypo, Tony Kurre joining us now to talk about this. We were both the youngest. My situation's different. Mom and Dad both married before, 3 kids apiece. I was the baby, so I don't really.
Yours is way too
It's
complicated.
so complicated.
Yeah.
All right, where were you?
Half of all presidents are middle children.
Yeah.
Did you know that? It's a little piece
Did not know that.
I was the baby, and,
Okay.
I was beat up for it.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I was the angel. Yeah, but I did have siblings who,
But you were baby too.
Yeah.
See, this is another segment
This is
altogether.
a whole-
that's a whole
Yeah,
other-
that's a whole
My
other
bro-
segment.
my brother-
My question is this, though. I mean, but are we stereotyping, though, to say, the middle child's going to have it the toughest, or?
So there's lots of research on birth orders. So and there's definitely tendencies, and so the first child tends to be the more responsible, or at least appearing responsible. Middle child tends to be the more invisible child, and the child who has to be more observant because they kind of get lost in the shuffle. Babies tend to be spoiled.
Because you said it depends on how many years are apart.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah, absolutely. You know, you can talk about that, but then if there's a 5 to 7 year difference between, now you're getting into siblings acting like parents, if you will, for their children. Middle child is a really hard one, though. It really is.
Why is that? What's typical?
Because if
or
you,
stereotypical.
Well,
I
if you
should
think
say.
about it, the middle child starts off as the baby until there's another one, and then they sort of lose their baby status, and then it becomes focusing on the oldest child and the baby for either because they're responsible or they're the baby, and the middle child has to become more observant. They have to figure out how to shine without, getting into trouble. A lot of times middle children tend to sort of back off into the background, both by, choice and by force.
Which is a shame, though.
A role that was perpetuated by the Brady Bunch. Marsha.
I was hoping you would bring it up.
Never-
Absolutely.
Tony was telling me about that show. I'm not familiar with it.
Yeah, right. That was way before.
Andrew
our
Gold, Lonely Boy. You ever heard the song?
When
Yeah.
he was talking, that's the song I was thinking about.
Same
That's
song,
exactly
yeah.
what that's
So-
about.
What's amazing too, real quick though,
Yeah.
46% decrease in middle children since 1976 in this country.
Yeah, I could see that.
The middle child is going extinct because no one's having more than 2 children.
So
Oh,
we
okay.
probably need
Hard to
a
have
lot more time
little
talking
child,
about
we don't have any more.
But
You
as
have
a
to have-
parent,
yeah.
as a
Yes.
parent, how do you handle that situation to make sure it's a good environment?
Well, each child needs to be parented, not the same, but you can't. We always talk about by the time the baby you sort of slack off. You can't. Each child needs to be parented as if it were not just the first child, but as if they were as important as the other ones. I mean, it's simple, but it's
Let them fight it out.
Yeah. Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right, we'll be right back.